And it's also unlikely that your product is going to be the only part of the solution that solves that problem, right? We're getting into this cycle of buying over build again. So we used to buy everything was a vertically integrated stack. I'd buy the hardware, the operating system, and the application from one vendor, vertical integration. Then IBM opened everything up and we had open systems and we had different operating systems and then different application vendors and we had different storage and data and all that. But we'd still buy COTS, commercial off-the-shelf software. Then we had cloud and we had containers and we had DevOps and everyone went agile because waterfall's terrible, but then we all had Scrum Masters, and so everyone decided we're going to build because buying's terrible, I'm smarter, I'm going to build a better mousetrap. That also had a bunch of problems. And so what we're seeing happen in the marketplace now is that there's this snapback. It's not to the same extent it was back in pre-2015, but there's now this equilibrium between I want to go and buy ready-made components that have integration points, and this is where modern applications really make a big difference around that integration, data, paths, and manipulation. And so the reality is that your solution might do lots of things, right? But we run the risk of a feature factory. But most of the time, you don't want to sell that entire thing kit and caboodle all up front. But what we're seeing, especially with fast-growing SaaS companies, whether it's in the US, in Europe, or here, is that these products have built and grown, but the go-to-market matches that, and they're trying to sell everything at once. And that is problematic because when we go back to this risk, I don't want this big risk. I want the inverse of this. I want that bit to be risk and this bit to be perceived value. But when we're trying to sell everything together, that's a problem.